ain't trying to fuss, but it's a must, you gon' respect this. Plus your nuts with touch of dust, you try to check this. You ain't insane, I write your name down on my checklist. You think I'm playing, I leave you laying, I leave you breathless. I'm not a heathen, please believe I'm breathing for a reason. Until I'm bleeding, really feeling this world is so misleading. Sacrifice your life at night while facing certain sorrow. Your existence is at stake, you might not make tomorrow. Lost my heart when I was crossed, don't wanna make amends. Much too smart, my afterthought, don't wanna make no friends. If you're a fraud, then it's so hard to get a second chance. You could die in front of my eyes, won't get a second glance. As human beings, instead of being so many try to be. You ain't seen what I have seen in my society. So F the killers, F the dealers, F the police. Middle finger in the sky till I died, no peace. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. If you gon' tease me, better please me, cause I just can't take it. I'm not a rapist, but I whip you, then I strip you naked. There is no mercy for your gender, bend you over quickly. Keep my name on your brain, bet you won't forget me. You don't love me, I don't love you, you get no affection. You get no passion from assassin, only an erection. When I was broke, I had no hope, I didn't have a chance. You get no money from me, no kissing, no hugging, and no romance. I told you once, I told you twice, but seems you didn't listen. Won't be a victim to your constant lies and contradiction. Now to you rappers and you yappers with your punchlines. The game is almost over, now it's crunch time. Said you were sick of me, your medicine was dissing me. Should've checked the side effects and had you missing, see. I choked your throat for what you wrote, you were not a singer. You don't get the thumbs up, you get the middle finger. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. I can't seem to hide all the pain I feel inside. The way I'm living life is kinda like I already died. Forgive my sins in the past, the future, and the present. F the liars in the choir, oh yeah, F the reverend. Told you I ain't giving up until they bury me. Ain't sissy strong enough to even carry me. All the liars dying in the fire in the end. In this world we're so divided over dividends. Spend the last of your stash, collecting fate. Bet your cash turn to ash in that collection plate. I'm not religious, but they fill us with this nonsense. If they could, then they would kill us with no conscience. I ain't preaching, I'm just teaching, reaching for your soul. I ain't nothing like the deacon, I'm speaking what I know. Only God knows the truth, I just wait and see. With my middle finger up, waiting patiently. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger up at all times, I ain't lying. Middle finger up at all times, I ain't lying. Middle finger up at all times, I ain't lying. Middle finger up at all times, I ain't lying. Middle finger to you and you and you and you and you, yeah. Middle finger to you and you and you and you and you, yeah. Middle finger to you and you and you and you and you, yeah. Middle finger to you and you and you and you and you, yeah.
Oh boy. I hated to ever had to come to this. All I wanted to do was debate for a championship. This year to me wasn't even about the championship. I came into this year and I said, you know what? I know I'm probably not going to beat anybody because they're so much better than me. But I just want to get the debate style under my belt and everything like that. And it was supposed to be all love. That's what this season was supposed to be about. All I wanted to do was just come in and debate. And then possibly for season 6, I wanted to come in and debate and win a championship. That's all I wanted to do. But the debaters at SVDL went and had to pick a fight with the big dog. So here we are. I'm one always ready for a fight. So before I drop the link, because that is what I will be doing, because I don't shy away from anything. I just want to get one thing straight. Over here on the Straight Talk Society, all is welcome. Everyone is welcome. I just got one rule on the panel. You don't overtalk anyone, and it never gets personal or disrespectful, or else I will kick your ass off. That's just how it goes. But tonight's stream is definitely for the debaters of SVDL. When I came into this league, I've been watching it since COVID. When I came into this league, I came in with all the respect in the world. I said Yanga should have been the champion because to me, Yanga is the best debater in the league. It's no question about it. I came in giving reverence and honor to Rio. I came in even telling Blue, replaying some of the stuff that he did in his debates that I really, really just respected the hell out of, and I thought was just so tremendous and great. I came in with so much reverence, but I see that doesn't get you anywhere here because all they look at me as is the rookie. I'm just the rookie that everybody's going to continuously pick on. I'm just a rookie that everybody's going to say, oh, I'm going to pick out the one thing that he said. I'm not going to listen to the 10 minutes of stuff he said before that. I'm going to just pick out the one little thing that he said, and I'm going to harp on that. Well, guess what? It's go time. The gloves are off. Y'all come face the rookie. Let me drop this link. I get a notification today. I'm trying to get through some movies with my link is in the chat, debaters only. And commissioners also. But I'm trying to watch some movies with my wife today. I see that they went live on SVDL. And I'm looking at the thumbnail. I'm like, all right, I'll catch it later. But I see my picture on it. I'm like, holy shit, what's going on? Why is my picture on this thumbnail? Did I miss something? They leak an audio from a conversation that recorded with Yanga again, who Yanga I say is the best debater in SVDL, hands down. But you got Yanga going on and on and on about some immigration talking points that I never even knew that he disagreed with me on. This is a new thing to me. So Yanga, come on over here. Let's talk about this. I thought in my interview that I said that you guys don't treat us as if we're black. Not that we don't see ourselves as black. I never said that. But again, I always say, don't let a good story get in the way of the facts. Solar interviewed Blue, and all Blue kept harping on was, oh, Trevor don't have no respect for black women. Blue never went back 2 seconds in the interview where I was like, you know what? Black women are in a position that they shouldn't be in because the black man isn't stepping up. They never listen to the totality of things, but I get it. This is YouTube. Everything on YouTube is amplified. Everything on YouTube is sensationalized. It's just like you had Black Son, my good friend Black Son. He'll run with a narrative of something that I never said, just to drum up interest. And I get it. It's all good. So y'all want to do it? Let's do it. I came in this league and I said that I was going to make this thing. I wanted this thing to be entertaining because outside of the debates, y'all know that I'm a huge wrestling fan. A lot of my style is patterned towards wrestling. You'll see me say certain things, a lot of wrestling verbiage, because I've been a wrestling fan for over 35 years. So I know how to cut a wrestling promo. So don't ever look at what I'm doing now as being mad. But y'all want to drum up some interest? Come on over here. Let's drum up some interest. Who's the first one on this panel? It's the commissioner. It's the shit stirrer himself. What's going on, Solar?
Peace. I didn't stir nothing, man. Like
so
all I did was press record. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing, right? Yes, you the rookie, and all those things that you said were facts, brother. But you got to remember, it is only one person that is going to be able to hoist that trophy up at the end of the year. It's only one person that's going to get that $1,000. So when they see another person coming in, of course, you're another person that's in the way of the debaters getting to that ultimate goal. So it's not going to be any love once you become a member of the Solar Vision Debate League, because you're competing with them for the prize. So you didn't expect them to come at your neck. You didn't expect them to come at your neck and try to, mess with your mind and get you a little discouraged and then get you afraid to debate them and all the stuff that they come with. That's what they going to do, bro.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, Solar, and this is where I'm gonna get this. This is where I hope y'all listen to everything that I'm saying. I said from day one that when I debated Rio, I realized one thing, that I wasn't afraid of any debater in the league, because I thought Rio was that much better than everybody, with the exception of Yanga. I don't think Yanga is the best. But the more that I see things, the more I go back and I look at debates and everything. Y'all hear me say this right now. None of y'all scare me. Not one of y'all. As a matter of fact, I got 2 more debates lined up. I don't think y'all gonna win those. And I'll even go on record as to say, had I not conceded so much time in my real debate, I should have won that one. So right now I should be sitting at least number 3 and not number 6, where I currently am in the rankings, which I'm pissed off about that. So what you got? What you got to say about where's all these debaters? Where's everybody that's coming after me now? They could come after me in their interviews, but they won't come over here now. Where are they?
Well, see, that is the reason why I recorded the conversation. It's because, they would call me and they will talk about stuff, as far as with your interview. But then they get in front of you and I see them on panels like, oh, yeah, he's a great guy and this and that. And blah. I said, you know what? Let me hit this record button and let this brother hear what these people really think about him. Because, yeah, man, it was a couple people that called me. You already know. I talked to Blue and Yanga. Had some things to say about you, and they always bring you up. I said, I already know where this is going. Let me just go ahead and hit this record button and then leak how they really feel about Trevor.
They see me as easy.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't me stirring anything up. It was just me hearing them say one thing on the stream and then another thing behind the scenes. So they're watching right now.
I asked Yanga to debate me. I asked Yanga to be my first debate. I said it never changed. I wanted Yanga, Rio, and Black Sun, top 3 debaters in the league. That's what I wanted, because to me, this season was never about winning. This season was just about learning the process and getting the flow of everything. But then once you said, hey, you only need 3 to get in, I'm like, well, shit. Let me rearrange that a little bit. Me and Rio did what we did. I definitely want to debate Yanga, but if I could throw somebody else in, get me a better seating position in the playoffs, then I could get Black Sun in that Chris Benoit debate. It's never changed. So I'm not the one running from anybody. What I'm not gonna do though is I watch. Like I said, I got a 2-year advantage where I could just sit and watch all you guys debates, and I see a lot of you are tricky with your titles. You do a whole bunch of word salad. You just throw a bunch of stuff, like you just and thinks that's what's gonna win you the debate. I'm not getting involved in that. That was the whole contention with me and Black Son. Black Son just wanted to stick me on this. Oh, I got medical, but you could throw out a million medical terms, but if it ain't pertinent to what we're talking about, who the hell cares? You're just making yourself seem smarter than everybody. And that's what I see in this league now. Everybody's just going to be throwing out a whole bunch of stuff. And at the end of the day, I'm going to hold your ass to the title, to the topic. That's why y'all don't want to come up with nothing with me. Y'all know I don't hate black women. That's the dumbest shit in the world. But y'all try to spin that narrative so you don't have to debate me on it. That's the problem. Y'all know that I love America, but y'all try to spin that narrative that I don't just so you can talk shit about immigrants. Debate me on it. Yanga, where you at? Blue? Akasha, where you at? Where you at? I know everybody don't know that I got a channel yet. Blah 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 blah. I posted the link. Y'all see the link. Y'all see the link. Where you at?
I talked to Yang and I told him that you were going live, so he's aware.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's like I'm not running from nobody. I told you I'll give you one a month. So I got another one coming. I got another one due in April. So where you at? I'm on my Hulk Hogan right now. I don't where y'all at? Cause I'm telling you, at first it was just all I'm gonna just come in and I'm gonna be Mr. Passive and I'm gonna
that's my question to you. After seeing, because you say you watched for 2 years, you seen the terrain of how they engaged each other. So what made you think that when you come in that you're not going to get that same type of energy?
Well, so the one thing I will say here, this right here is showmanship. This breed of debater that we got here are not disrespectful. So right. What I watched for the previous 2 years were some very disrespectful ass people. So we don't see that here. So that's not that. But what I do see here now is a bunch of I would debate you on that. Nah, let's not do that. Or nah, all right, we'll talk about it. Or I don't like that title. Or y'all ain't engaging at all. Holly, the link. Drop it again. I mean, and not for nothing, you're gonna debate me. You gotta make sure that your PowerPoint is good first of all. I mean, you come into the debate with me and make sure that your PowerPoint can be seen first. I'm telling you, man, I ain't holding back no more, man. Let's do it. Where you at, Blue? Where you at, Blue? You think that I despise a black woman so much? That means that you don't listen to nothing I say. You only listen to what you want to hear. You think that it's bad for people to work? Y'all vilify working? Come on, man. What is this? What is that? Y'all vilify working? Y'all vilify the working class? Come on, man. Get out of here. Oh, there you go. There you go. Call the Candy Man.
Uh-oh. Be careful what you ask for, brother.
There go the Candy Man. What's up, Blue?
What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good?
What's up?
Another day. Another day, man. You sure that's what you ready for?
Blue, you choose to not listen. Blue, you choose to not listen to anything I say, huh? KOT, hop on too.
I listen well. I listen very well.
So all you hear in my talk is that I hate black women? Akasha, just turn the camera on real quick. Just let me make sure that you turn it off.
I didn't say that you hate black women. I said that you still manosphere rhetoric. That's very manosphere. But not see. This is where you didn't listen. I didn't say that you hate black women.
What would you want to debate me on?
You listen. It sounds like you listened to me repeating you, and you took that as you hate black women. I find that interesting.
What would you want to debate me on? No, first of
We
all,
can handle either the close the gap. We can deal with.
No, would you want to debate me first of all? Because I know you only got one left, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think.
You sure you want to get out one to the rookie?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I owe you. That's the least I can do. That's the least I can do. You know what I mean? Give you a nice little crescent. You know what I mean? That's the least I can do.
What you got in mind?
I think though, I think it's two ways. I don't know how you felt about the. I mean, to me, I think the gender topic. I'm a womanist, so to me, I'll stand on anything dealing with womanism in general. And as far as capitalism, if you want to debate the wealth gap, if hard work will close the wealth gap, if there's even a shot of closing the wealth gap with hard work.
As compared to what?
I would say as compared to the government stepping in. I think the only way to close the wealth gap, the government is what caused the wealth gap in the first place. The only way to close it, it would have to be the government.
With reparations, right?
I would, in a way, but it would have to be more so. It would have to be similar to how they built the middle class. So when they built the white middle class, it was basically just put on paper, and certain properties gained value based on how it was written on the map, and other properties lost value. And so first thing they would have to do is undo the red line. Like you can't just they just moved on like they don't do it anymore. The issue is that the effects of redlining affect us today. The stuff that they did then is affecting the communities today because you walk around. This is why the banks own most of the properties in the community.
So how do you think that we could get some ownership of that?
Some ownership
of just the community. Take that ownership from the banks. So I don't think we can.
I think the only way it would have to be the government. The government would have to step in, and they would have to make it worth it. They'd have to deem those places as desirable, basically, and as opposed to being run down. And so because you got to make the places available where they can get the loan. And so now the loans is still, even though you could say that the loans aren't based on color, but they're based on address now. And so the address is most of the people who stay in certain addresses that's dictated on color. And so even when you have black people who move into, it will even say a white community, what you have then happens is white flight. And so once the community turns into about 10 to 15% black, all of the white people just disappear. And when they leave, they take the resources with them, the loans, all of that type of stuff that leaves out with them.
What would a title like that look like? Because I agree with what you're saying, but what would a title like that look like?
I think I think even if you want to, is the closing the racial wealth gap a farce? Like, is that just an illusion in itself?
You said a foreigners?
A farce.
Okay. Yeah, but Blue, I don't think that we'll ever close the wealth gap though.
Do you think it's why you say not though?
Because we don't own anything. We're not in a position to do that. We don't own enough property, nothing like that. I mean, our communities are shit. We don't have enough capital to really do anything. Right. We are the capital in most of the way. So I think the issue we have is we're the means of production in the system, and so we kind of go as they go. So what do you think about the ownership part? Is that our fault? Ooh. The bad guy in me wants to say, yeah, but I can't do that because I had to look at reality. There's a lot of stumbling blocks placed in front of us. But the bad guy in me would want to say, like, yeah, you need to work harder or get up and make better moves and spend your money wiser and shit like that. But I know that's not reality. Right. That would just be me talking. That would be the coon in me, I guess. That would just be me talking. Okay. Bro, okay. I think me and you agree on a lot. I think we just don't listen to each other.
Yeah, I think especially, we talking about capitalism. It sounds like we do. So what about as far as the gender war deal?
So what do you? So first of all, the gender wars I don't think is a real thing outside of social media. I think that's something that's made up, and I'll emphatically say that because people that I deal with in everyday real life, they don't see things that way. But in the event that it was, my position is always to uphold a black woman. I think the black woman has been put in a position that she has no business being in because the black man didn't step up. That's always been my position.
The people that you encounter on a regular basis, is crack a part of their lifestyle?
No. I mean, I deal with white people, but no, I mean, I deal with every.
No, but is crack a part of their lifestyle?
What do you mean? What do you mean when you say that?
Is crack a part of the people that you deal with?
Oh, you said crack. Oh, you said crack. Yeah. I thought you said cracker. No, I don't.
Part of their lifestyle.
No, I don't deal. I don't encounter crackheads.
Do crackheads exist?
Absolutely. Oh, I see them. I see them on my way to work every day. I don't personally have any dealings with them outside of giving them money or something.
How often do you see domestic abuse?
I know it's around, but I don't see it. I don't see it.
You know what? I think we should debate. What do you think? Do you think is plantation to me is patriarchy an issue?
Crickets.
No, I want to hear. I'm listening.
Yeah, I think patriarchy. I think patriarchy is a problem, not only just for. I mean, of course, we can just talk about black women, but for all women in general. I think patriarchy is oppressive.
So you think a patriarchal society is what's oppressing our people?
Yeah.
Versus what? You'd rather a matriarchal society?
Good question, Trevor. Versus what?
Yes.
So you think, and when we say society, I want to get this clear. We're talking about black people, right?
Yep.
Now I don't care about anybody else. We're talking about black people. So you're saying to me that you think we'd be better served in a matriarchal society with them as the heads. Oh, where you? Damn! Come on, Blue, come back! Oh man, peace to everybody in the chat, man. I've been neglecting the chat, man. I'm drinking vodka right now, so kind of sweating, not paying attention to what's going on. Peace of Juju, Nene, KOT, Akasha's on the panel, Tequila. What's going on, Akasha?
What's going on there, Trevor?
How are you? You know, Akasha, I gotta say, like you were the one that wanted me in this league so bad, and why is it so hard for me to get a debate with you?
That's because you are not putting forth any topics that are debatable. I like that shot that you made, though. That was cute.
You like the what?
That shot you took. That was cute.
About the PowerPoint?
Yeah, that was real cute. And, as far as you coming in the league and debating, you're right. I did because, at the end of last season. I shouted you out and everything because I make no bones about it. And I'm not trying to hide it from anybody. I debated. I don't rewatch my debates. I don't. I listen for the judge's notes at the end of the debate and, see where I need to tighten up at. And then after the debates were posted, I would go to the comments to see what it was that you said because you were my third eye into my debates. And I would then take things like little notes and whatever that you put down. And I would also tighten up my debates off of what you said. So, yes, I really do think that you are an asset to the league. However, I completely understand the way that you feel because I came into the league last season the exact same way. And by the end, during playoff season, I had already gotten to the point that you're at right now. It was like, okay, cool. Like, everybody wants to beat their chest as a top debater. This is about skills. We are all vying, $1,000, that's great. But I mean, I'm sure that none of us are really hurting for money. So that's not what our main goal is. It's about intellectual superiority. We can just be honest about it.
Yeah, I want the money too. I'm not gonna lie.
Look at y'all. We're all trying to say that we're smarter than the next person. That's what we're trying to do. I'm smarter than you. So, I mean, I came in and I seen everybody at the top and wanted to debate them. And I could see the hunger in your eyes and you want to do it too. I, for one, would never shy away from a debate with you. Even though, like I said, I was listening to you and what I needed to do to tighten up. So all you got to do is throw something out there that I think is really debate worthy, and we can get it in. I can go on that list.
The issue with me and you, though, we agree on so much, and that's the problem. Like I hear that's the problem with me and Blue. That's why I was shocked when Blue was in his interview and he's like saying, how he thought I was. I'm like, because again, this whole manosphere thing, I say this again, I don't know what the manosphere is. So if I have talking points that's like somebody on YouTube, that's pretty much just how a lot of men think. So, I mean, I guess you could lump me in on that, but I digress. Like, I came in this league because I didn't want to debate the Bible, even though I know KOT is there. I want to debate more like
y'all are gonna stop sleeping on that man. KOT is more than a Bible debater.
all KOT fishes for is Bible debates though. But hear me out though. I want to do more topical stuff, like more stuff that's relevant, like right now in our community. That's why you always hear me throw out like black man, black woman. It's not me saying, oh, the black man is superior to black. I mean, I have a whole podcast saying the black woman is God. Come on, man. So don't misunderstand it. What I'm saying is that there's a divide between the two, and we need to find out where that divide came from, how we could get back together. So that's what it is. But like, that's my talking point, man. I could talk about, anything going on in society, but I'd rather talk about that type of stuff versus the religion and stuff like that. I'll get in a religion with you if you want, but I really don't want to do that. I spent 25 years doing it. I want to get away from that. But I think this debate with me and Blue will be real good. But I want to hear exactly, because Blue is another one who Blue will throw out a title and like I gotta be 100% on that title, like and what you mean by that title, because I don't want to be thrown for a loop. I come in there debating one thing and he take me in a whole nother direction that I'm not prepared for. And I've seen that he's real masterful with that. I watched all his debates for the past 2 years, so I know.
Well, I'll say this, Trevor, because you just said, and I've heard you say before, that you really want to debate pop culture. In my interview the other night, I was speaking on my second round playoff debate with Rio, and I went back. I believe it was yesterday, and all I caught I didn't watch anything past my opening, and I realized I left 2 minutes on the time, and it just went to show that I when I said I don't care, like pop culture is not, what I debate. I don't care about pop culture, but I said to myself, I really truly am trying to be an all well-rounded debater. And I told myself that one of my debates this season, it was going to have to be a pop culture debate. I'm pushing myself because I'm always going to try to make me a better me, and I'm going to be the best that I can be. So let's toss around some ideas and let's get us a pop culture debate in.
So I'm playing back some of your debates in my head now. So you debated who was responsible, Will Smith or the other guy, Chris Rock. You debated the death penalty debate, which was my favorite debate of last year. I tell you that because you completely tugged on my heartstrings with that one. You debated Blue about a metaverse debate, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken. You debated Suave on the polygamy debate. So you'll debate anything. You're not just.
I will.
Isn't that funny though? I'm just pulling your debates out of my head. They're not even in front of me, but that's how I show you. I study all of you guys. That's why That's why I say I'm not afraid of you. It's not saying it out of disrespect. I'm just saying it because I actually watch y'all debates multiple times. The debate with Blue and Battle Axe in the playoffs is one of my favorite debates. I listened to that like 3 or 4 times already just to get his whole timing down and how he does things. That's why I'm not afraid of y'all. It ain't got nothing to do with your skills or anything like that, but I feel like I know y'all. So that's why I'm getting the cockiness on me now. And I'm saying let's do it.
And I completely understand that because I did the exact same thing, coming into last season. I looked around at all of these debaters that have been here, for a few seasons or, since the very beginning, since season 1. And they've been debating each other for all of these seasons. So they know each other and they know how each other work. But coming in, being the rookie, we don't know you. We don't know your debate style. And so you are kind of an anomaly. We don't know, how to, I kept saying the same thing about myself. Even, from one debate to the next, even when they got to see me, they didn't know what they were going to get because I took everything from the debate prior and I started incorporating it into my style. My whole thing was just to make myself better last season. So I get where you're coming from. I did the same thing. I give all reverence to you guys. You've been doing all this for so long, and you're really good at this, and I'm new, but at the end of the day, you're supposed to talk your shit. I'm not mad at that at all, but you just got to be very careful because when you talk your shit, you can't be a sore loser when you get your ass handed to you.
Oh shit! Everybody got a game plan until they get punched in the face.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that part because again, I feel that
I feel watch a lot of film.
Hold on, wait, say that. Hold on,
Adam.
You break
Adam Morrison used to watch a lot. Can you hear me clear?
Yeah,
I said Adam Morrison used to watch a lot of film. Where you at right now?
Hey, listen, this.
I was like, who is Adam Morrison? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Adam. You talking about the white guy from I forget what school he played for. But you guys, Gonzaga. You guys got Blue probably got over 50 debates under his belt. Akasha, I know you got at least 20, because last year you did all those. So I came in, I got one, and that was the one with Rio. And I still feel the more that I go back and I look at that debate, I think I beat myself more than he really beat me. So that's all I'm saying, man. As the more and more of these that I do, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better. So
and you will. You will. I mean, that's the same thing that I kept telling you after every one of my debates. I thanked you for, your input and told you, like, thanks for being on the journey with me and just, watching me grow. And I promised you that I would get better. So I know that you will. And I mean, you did the exact same thing that I did. Rio is definitely, a powerhouse in this league. That was my very first debate. I saw everybody that was at the top, and I strove to be in their position until I was in their position. When I looked up, I went from 12 to number 3. Okay, so like I dig it. But like I said, I mean, you're the thing that I did with everybody is I'm like, hey, what is like what's your specialty? What is the thing that that's in your vein? Okay, I'm gonna debate you on that. I didn't come up with any topics. The only one topic that I did come up with, um Brother Moses was supposed to debate me on the polygamy thing, and he pulled out, and Suave jumped in, and I was able to get that one off. But like that's a cool thing. But again, since you're saying that pop culture is something that, you're well versed in and something you want to do, and like I said, it's something that I know that I'm not gonna lie, I don't care about. But because again, I always strive to make me a better me, I want a pop culture debate this season, and you're it. You're it. So, I mean, like when you sit down and you start thinking about some things, toss some things at me and let's get it in.
What's your views? I heard somebody threw a suggestion, and Angel read it earlier. What's your views on trans? God, I wish Angel. What was the exact topic? You wouldn't touch that one, huh?
Man, listen, I saw you in the chat and you were like, I want that trans topic. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh, yeah, okay. But I know I saw I heard the police reform one, and I want to get that one off too. The defund the police, but I know that you probably don't want that. So, I mean, like I said, just I
You,
mean, we
you
can
picking up.
we can keep. Yeah, I'm getting a phone call, so I'm gonna drop
Okay.
down. I'll come back up.
All right. So Blue, you would agree that we're in a patriarchal society right now, right?
Correct. But
So
you asked about leadership. You don't believe women can lead?
man, I wish you breaking up, man. You chopping. I can't make out what you're saying.
We in a patriarchal society in America right now? You think?
Yeah, we're in a patriarchal society now. Y'all there? Because I
Yeah,
think what
I'm here.
Blue is saying that he think we'd be better served in the matriarchal society.
Can you hear me
Then,
better now?
When you
yeah,
say
yeah, yeah.
society, what comprises of a patriarchal society?
Where men run the society basically. I want to ask Blue, what would be the role of the man in a matriarchal society? Yeah, he probably fell off, man. I know you came on, you sounded clear, and then you went off again.
I don't believe that we currently live in a patriarchal society in America.
What kind of society do you think we live in?
I say we live in a post-patriarchal society.
Well, you know why? Because all the men are dying.
Yeah,
so I kind of could. You know what? I kind of could agree with you on that. Yeah.
It's not a matriarchal society, but it's a post-patriarchal society.
Because when you look at family structure now, it's the women. You see more grandmothers and great grandmothers way more than you see grandfathers and great grandfathers and stuff like that, because the men are dying so much faster.
And it's more so the The leader in the society is more like the system. That's what more so educates the children. That's what more so dictates the outcome of the marriages. So it's more of a system thing. So it's a little complex because you have to have all your shit in order as a man to not get finagled in one of in either direction, whether it's like meeting the wrong person, they having to pay child support, because we know that over 90% of the cases go to the women, unless you really have your shit really tight. I mean, your stuff really tight. My bad for cursing.
You can cuss over here. What do you think would be better though?
What would be better?
Yeah.
I don't know. You and Blue had to convince me of that. Really, I don't really know which one better.
Yeah, I'm saying the patriarchal society is better. That's what I'm saying.
So
that's the debate.
What are you saying is better?
That's what I'm saying.
You saying a patriarchal society is better?
Yeah, than a matriarchal society.
Okay, and I'll say that I'll debate. I mean, that could go two ways. I mean, I'll be honest, in a way that kind of can go historical, but I think another interesting point that you made, you asked, like, as far as are you under the belief that women can't lead or shouldn't be leaders?
No, women. I'm hearing the echo.
Trevor said women can lead in that kitchen.
Nah, he say that.
In the kitchen they can lead.
There you go. You're making that shit up. No, women are leaders and can be leaders, but they shouldn't be leaders where there's a man present. Ooh.
What type of answer?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that debate right there. I like that.
No, we gonna stick to the patriarchal. What would be better? Because I agree with Solar. We're not really in a patriarchal society anymore. Because of the men are just dying off, but I think that if you had to pick between the two, a patriarchy would be much better. See, you agree with me.
No, I definitely I disagree.
To make it more interesting, I think it should be something along the lines of which one is better for women. A patriarchal society or a matriarchal society?
Man, you trying to turn everybody against me, huh?
No. I would more so probably, off the bat say that, the men in leadership will be served as, better protectors of the women.
Because I think that give me because honestly, the other way, I'm probably gonna go historical on you and just show you that matriarchal societies have been better and more successful. But if it's the other way around, then I think that give me a chance to argue that women should be if the woman is more qualified than the man, then she should be in the position to lead. Like, there shouldn't be a bozo up there just because he a man.
Well, I guess when I'm saying leader, when I'm saying leadership, I'm talking about like in the home and in the community and stuff like that. I'm fine. Women, I work for a woman. Been working for a woman for 20 years. So if a woman was a president, fine.
What if she led an army?
Then I'd have to question what was there a more qualified male leader there, just because it's never happened. What's never
happened? Women leading the army?
No, you're gonna bring up some African army and stuff like that. We gotta pinpoint to a place. We ain't gonna go all over the globe. Because that's where you're gonna try to get me. You're gonna try to go to some.
I mean, we got multiple places. We got China. We got. We even got a Chinese lady that was a pirate. One of the baddest pirates in the world was a Chinese woman.
Where do we live?
In America.
That's what I want to talk about.
Okay. And so you saying that a woman shouldn't lead an army and couldn't lead an army in America?
Not when there's a qualified male there to do it.
Cynthia G.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like that one too. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think it's up to you how you want the title. I think, but I'm telling you now, it's two different angles for me. It's a historical one on the first one, and it's another one. I think though, if we want to argue, because see, to me though, it's kind of crazy because you said if a woman was president, you would be cool with that. But that would be the leader of a whole. She would be the leader of a whole nation. You said not technically?
No, I said technically. I mean, she still has her advisors.
Yeah, but so could a black woman lead the black nation?
He really got
to success.
You know, the president is the commander in chief, so he really has control over the army.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying not to answer this a certain way.
Can the black women lead black people to success?
Success in what?
And
success in business, absolutely.
Nah, I would say, could they lead a nation to success?
I mean, you're gonna pull some queens in history that led small regions.
I mean, for me, that wouldn't be a historical debate. To me, I mean, there might be an example, but to me, that's more of a debate just based on simply the woman being qualified. Because I don't think a woman is not qualified to lead in any category. I think whoever is qualified, whoever is best, because a part of leading a nation, I mean, most of the, what you're going to need isn't even physical. Most of leading and running a society, leading and running a community, most of that's not even a physical thing. The leaders aren't physically touching you. They control you mentally. So I don't see why women can't play the same mental games that men play.
So while they're pregnant, while they're in cycles, while they're nursing, what are they going to be doing?
What do you mean?
They got how are they going to fulfill their duties?
So you saying how is that going to stop them from fulfilling their duties?
If they're, how are they going to be leading the nation? Mm-hmm. What if they have to go to war?
If she's breastfeeding?
Yeah. What if they have to go to war?
Okay, let's say George Washington had to go to war and he was pregnant. Would it have mattered?
I mean, you saying something that
no, it wouldn't have mattered, bro, because but it wouldn't have mattered anyway if he was a woman and pregnant, because the nigga never fought. He took pictures on top of a horse. So what would it have mattered? She could have showed up just like every other king and whoever else that was leading the army, pretended like they was finna be in the smoke, and then hide to the back. Whose leader was really on the front line?
Yeah, you got me on that one.
So if inspiration, that's what they there for, is inspiration. I think that if anything, the black women should inspire men to fight harder than another black man.
So why haven't they done it in the communities?
I don't think women have tried.
Okay, I thought you were going to say why. Okay, I thought you were going to say something different.
No, I don't think they've necessarily tried, but I think we've seen it. I think when women, when especially the black woman, I think when she cries out, niggas get in order. Niggas show up ready to go, whatever has to happen. We finna figure that shit out. I just don't think that. I think the white woman pulls that card on a regular basis. I don't think the black woman as, and maybe maybe she don't feel like she can, but I think that's a power that's something that she can utilize also.
And who makes her feel like she can?
That she can't?
Yeah.
I would say the relationship between black men and white men. Nah, I would say between black men and white men. I don't think, like, how is she supposed to believe that she could inspire you, and when it's like you kind of we don't really want the smoke.
All right, could we do a debate that's not I was wondering. I don't know where this echo comes from.
That's probably me. I got you on speaker. Let me. I'm finna mute though.
That's not historic. And like you said, that you wouldn't even do it in history. We just use examples of stuff. I think a debate like that is full of what ifs and things like that. I mean, you could pull an example. I could pull an example where it's not, but it will be kind of like one of them subjective things at the end of the day. If that's okay, I'd take something like that. Solar, what do you say about that? Like a debate that's not, I mean, we're not pulling a million different sources and you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's probably, I don't think that's a bad idea. I think the main thing is, as long as we got a negative and an an affirmative and a negative, that's the main, like where the title is structured, where there's an obvious yes and an obvious no. I think
all
it's
right. So we got three. We got woman leading, like the woman leading the nation. You got patriarchal society versus matriarchal society, and there was another one in there. We could come up with something with those three. Yeah, I'll debate you. You'll be my second one in April. I'll debate you on this. And I ain't conceding no time. I'll be your third debate.
Yeah, I have plenty of wind. I definitely will have plenty of wind for this one. But either one.
Well, we'll come up with a title, and then we can work the time.
Okay.
A scheme. The link is in the chat. If you want to come up, anybody else want to come up? KOT, if you can, jump up here real quick. I want to ask you a couple questions. See, Solar, you see how you do it when you had the two people on at the same time, then they could get an understanding with one another. I was fucking with you. Solar, good promoter. Solar think he Vince McMahon. You're the black Vince McMahon. Hey, Scheme, hop on the panel real quick. KOT.
Yeah, did y'all now I bring the debaters on, all the time. Y'all know I bring the debaters on.
Now we gonna do one of those We're gonna either do
y'all can have like, you know what I'm saying. Did y'all come up with a title yet?
No, we ain't come up with no title, but we want to do like either matriarchy versus patriarchy, or can a woman lead? But it can't. It's going to be more so like we showing examples versus, hey, this source says this and this source says that.
Why don't y'all put black community on that? Can the
see? I want to keep it to the black community, but Blue want to take Blue. Blue. That's what it is with Blue. Blue will take you to Africa. Blue will take you to every place in the world. I want to keep it to right where it is.
Nah, I think that's a good point. I think we can rock with that. Strictly black women in Black America. Mm-hmm. Strictly Black American women.
All right, hey Yanga, you missed out on this one because this was supposed to be me and you, but
yeah. Now what's the title?
Well, we got to work the title out. Well, we got an idea of where we want to go because we want to kind of mix it. Can black women lead? Can black women lead a nation? Boy, I'm gonna come off like a monster. Good God. Y'all is gonna make every woman in my life hate me.
What's the title? What up, Trevor? What up, Solo? What up?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Now we ain't really come up with one yet. We just putting the bones together right now.
That sounds solid though.
Cause I
like blue wanted to
lead a successful nation.
Title, brother.
Well, I'm more so on what's better for our community, a patriarchal society or a matriarchal society. That's what I want to be at. So I'm trying to meet him in between. Because then he turned around and asked me, "Do I think black women could lead a nation?"
Isn't that kind of the same thing? Oh, you're just getting to the wording.
No, but I want it worded exactly right.
Okay, so you say
it's gonna be changed 10 and 12 times.
Which is better for the black community, a matriarchal society or a patriarchal society?
Yes.
That's the one you want?
You want yes.
Is you cool?
That's great. I can roll with that. Yeah, I'm cool with that. What's better, a matriarch or a patriarch? I'm ready with that.
Which is better for the black community?
For the black community.
Whoa, who's saying matriarch?
Blue.
I'm gonna say.
All right, so you want me to write this down? You good, Trevor, or you want to?
I'm good. Write it down.
The meat on the bones and all that stuff you're saying.
Write it down.
Okay. Which is better for the black
community?
Black community, a matriarchal or patriarchal society?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I'm with that.
How many days y'all need to work? You need
see the date. The date is what's going to be tricky because next weekend is my wife and my daughter's birthday. Then a week or so after that is my anniversary. So, man, I gotta get back with you on the date. That's the thing that's.
But you said tricky. You didn't want to debate till April anyway, though. So
yeah. I don't want to
first week in April because y'all gonna need time to prepare anyway.
Yeah, and shit, and the other debaters gonna have to get their debates in. Yeah, because Blue already got his 2, so Blue ain't in no rush to get the third one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need I really would want an easy one in between this one.
And which one? What would be an easy one? Who would be that?
Who's easy?
Anybody else?
Who's easy? Who's easy?
He said anybody else, so he talking about you, Skin.
He ain't say Skin. That's why I'm like, who's easy?
No, he said anybody else. That includes you, bro.
Nah.
If a nigga come in and say, I'll beat everybody ass in here except Blue.
And a nigga say, no, stop. If a nigga say, who's an easy win in the room? And then a nigga say, who? Me? And then he say, anybody. And he be like, no, me? And he like, no, anybody. He like, me? He's like, no, anybody. It's like, it's like, I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Scheme be too much on the Bible, man.
But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Scheme be too much. Scheme got too much Bible, and Scheme already got his. He got Madon, he got KOT, and he got Akasha. There go his 3 right there.
There you go, Trevor. That's Trevor. Trevor, not a biased ass nigga.
You're a smart man, Trevor.
Nah, play. Come on, man. I want look. Look what I did.
Don't step into waters that you can't swim in, bro.
No, look what I did in my first season. That you can't come in here and punch Rio in the mouth.
Talk your shit.
Come in here and punch Rio in the mouth. I beat myself.
Talk your
now
shit.
I'm about to go against Blue. What, like a 5-season vet?
Talk your shit.
And I'm already calling my playoff victory against Black Sun. Come on, man.
God damn.
Come on, man. I ain't trying to take no. Come on, I ain't taking no easy road. I'm just saying, if I'm gonna take something like this with Blue, if I could throw in, because it ain't like he hurting for a debate right now. He already got 2. So shit, he could push his right to the end.
You think you gonna beat the DMT?
Yeah.
He said, yeah. You hear that, Blue?
Because I'm taking.
You asked him if he thought.
No, because I'm taking the world from him.
Okay,
I'm taking the world from him. That was it. We talking about right here in our community.
You hear what Blue said? He said, "What's the difference between thinking something and knowing something?"
We'll see.
Okay.
You want to be the answer to a question? Who was Trevor's first victory in SVDL? You want to be the answer to that?
Damn. Shit. Damn. Shit.
You want to be the answer to that question?
Oh shit! I don't know. Oh my god, this nigga got.
That's what I'm saying. Blue already got 2 debates. So you ain't in no rush for this one, are you? But I want to lock it in. You one of my 3. So if I can get an easier one in early April, then I'll be good.
Yeah, you can probably beat up on Holly or somebody.
But yeah, I want to debate Holly, but me and Holly got to come up. We got to come up with something.
Why don't you?
I wanted to take the debate that y'all was going to do. I didn't know that you was going to do it. I was going to take this. Yeah, I was going to take that side. I mean, I like the way you were approaching it when I heard your opening. I'm like, oh shit, he gonna kill her right here.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, I fuck with Trevor, not because
I had already looked it up, and I was like, yeah, I would use this approach, and I would use this approach. But once I heard what you said, I was like, yeah, he already got it.
Yeah, that was the best angle I could think of. It's gonna work. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, that's the best angle. I feel confident because at first, I didn't want that, but I thought of that angle. I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna work. So yeah,
Holly gonna appeal to emotion. I know she is. Holly gonna bring up, videos of people getting killed by the cops and like, see if we didn't record it, then this person wouldn't have been brought to justice. And
right. Exactly.
I played that whole scenario in my head because I was gonna take it had you not taken it because we didn't know what was up with you.
Oh yeah, no, I was cooking that shit up in the back. I was cooking. That's all. When you cook it, it take a minute.
Shit, Scheme was another one, bro. Y'all don't understand. Scheme was another one who I used to comment on all his videos and say he was a future of the league. So it ain't like that's what I'm saying. The way I am now, it ain't no different from how I was 2 years ago. I'm just in the league now.
Yeah, you're not biased.
It's like
you're not a bias.
I've been saying the man was the future of the league.
You have been always showing love, bro. I give you that. Like, your criticism is always it's on point. Like, it's never like, what the hell, this nigga way off. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, you probably have Domo beating me. Like,
yeah, I did. I had Domo.
Yeah, but I'm not mad at that. Yeah, I'm not mad at that though. Like, I ain't mad at that because
I felt like in that rapid fire round, he had you quiet, like he was just lecturing you and he wasn't saying nothing. I'm like, good God.
Well, Domo,
like you were just sitting there. I'm like, damn, say something, Scheme, interrupt him, do something.
Yeah, I don't even remember that. He probably was talking too much. I probably was letting him talk too much. Niggas like him, man. he looked good. He looked good just talking. So you gotta. But that's why I got him at the end. Remember, he was talking about something. I was
Yeah,
like,
but it didn't though.
yeah,
Like because in my opinion, I thought Domo did. I thought he was on the fence,
right,
and I thought he walked that fence real. I mean, he was close to the edge of Fox
right,
News, and I thought you
yeah,
had to push it to get him there. But I thought he did enough of explaining that. You know what I mean? Of explaining it away, but the judges didn't see that. To the judges, it was like, I mean, that's just in my opinion. It was like they just heard Fox News and was
right,
like, "Nah, nigga."
yeah. Because
And
remember, he was saying he was like playing both sides.
yeah, it was on. It was like I wouldn't. I don't know if it was like both sides, but he was on the edge of like because he don't disagree with y'all. Like that was one of the things. He don't necessarily disagree with your argument. His argument was like more so about why or how you get there is more so of being the issue.
Yeah,
and so
was.
Yeah, that was like it was tough. I was like, oh.
Yeah, very controversial, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't mad at nobody that got him winning. The real thing, I probably like. Ain't no way you could say he won that, but maybe. Hey, what y'all think? You think Trevor? What you think? You think Rio won that one too?
I can't remember. What was the title of that one?
He was pushing for like basically civil rights and all that. Integration was not a bad thing for us, and I was saying, ever since we integrated, it was made things worse. And he was just saying how integration, basically getting a piece of the white man's pie, was a good thing. Is what he was arguing, and I was saying it's not a good thing. It's like it was kind of hard from.
I thought the same thing happened in that debate as with Domo, as far as the judges. I didn't, but I thought Rio crossed that line. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought it was like that same to me. That same line was there for both debates.
Right.
And to me, Domo was tiptoeing on it, and Rio said, "Fuck it," and just jumped over the.
Right.
He went for a fox.
Right.
And to me, it's like in both. It just to me in both debates, that's what the judges like heard. Like, oh no, nigga, because you gotta think like in our sector. It's certain shit, it's certain arguments, and Domo says there's a lot. It's certain like ways of thinking that's established. Like even we don't agree with like the Hebrews or we don't agree with like the Muslims. We all agree with like this like separation, you know what I'm saying? And so that's a part of like why the community debates. And so when people come and they you know what I mean? So like most people have like I don't know if you noticed, but in the conscious community, most people don't really care for Martin Luther King. And so it's like you start spilling the integration, and if the other person do it right, they automatically you kind of already got the ethos based on how people think. Like integration was terrible. You know what I'm saying? Most black people think that, and at least in the conscious community. You know what I'm saying? Outside of it, it's a different argument. But in this, it's like, nah. But, so I thought that,
if you surface level,
it was close.
Yeah, I agree. He would pay more like a surface level sheep.
Solar, when is MD supposed to be coming over?
Yeah, because he a body. I'm giving him a body. I'm taking that body for free.
And Solar.
Body MD.
Somebody, I ain't even getting no points for that body, bro. I'm definitely gonna body him.
Yeah, because I heard MD. I heard him. MD said he want to debate, and he had to debate me when he come in. So, about the rookies had to debate one another. So I want to know when he's supposed to be coming in.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to it. I
And you
like
know,
his argument, so I wanna kind of beat up on some of his ideas.
Yeah, 'cause he wanna debate me on the. I think his whole thing is the immigration. So like another thing which I don't understand why people they don't hear me when I'm saying this. I'm Jamaican, but like I've been here my entire life. So his whole thing is I could never understand his plight because I wasn't born here. I've been here since I was 6 months old. So everything that he deals with, I've dealt with. So I don't understand what his whole point of contention is when it comes to that. That's why I can't wait till you get in the league so we could finally hash that out.
I see what you're saying, but I think it's the coattail that you wearing, the coat, like you right, you probably are like a regular like here you say like I grew up with
I've been here since
niggas,
I'm
yeah. So
43. I've been here since I was 6 months old,
but it's like you
and
got that,
I'm older than
but you got something we ain't got, nigga, and we want that shit.
him. But that's what he's saying. So he's saying like us immigrants, we come to this country at zero. Black Americans in the country at like -20. I don't believe that. I think that's ridiculous, man. I don't believe that shit.
Well,
I think it's choicy. To me, I don't think it's. I think I think the U.S. is kind of choosy on which immigrant.
I say
I think
this.
the Haitians have a tougher time. I think.
Exactly.
I mean, most black immigrants. I think when you dealing with most black immigrants, I don't think that's necessarily the case. Certain African immigrants, but those are like Arab African, like some like Ethiopians and Somalians. They'll give them certain shit when they get here to jumpstart. But I think it just kind of depends. It can be because you there is an advantage to being an immigrant and start. You know what I'm saying? There is an advantage. Like it's an advantage to what I'm saying. Your parents not fucking up your credit. You know what I'm saying? Before you even what I mean, lights in in the baby's veins and shit. Like what I mean? Like it could be, and then even the debt part. You know what I'm saying? Like the debt that we more so leave on each other. So there's some advantages I can see, but I think the overall experience, especially if we talk about a Jamaican, I don't like if we both walking down the street, you fit the description too. Like
That's what I'm telling Solar don't think I'm like, bro, I'm like a black American. I mean, I'm not you wouldn't call me black American because I wasn't born here, but we the same.
Well, if you come to a conversation of like reparations, that's what I think where it's like, well, or like a war. I don't know, like it's like you would probably want a piece of the pie, right? But yet, I don't think like you could get any. You know what I mean? Like I don't
I don't
know.
think we deserve. I don't think we deserve it though. Like
Okay,
us
well then
immigrants, I don't
shit.
think. I don't think we deserve it.
Well then shit. There you go. I mean, but the thing is, how are you not? How are you gonna be? I mean, I guess. I mean, shit. I guess that's the only problem I
I
could think
think
of. Like, if there's reparations, are you getting paid too?
I mean, well, I think I think reparations is a little bit more tricky. I think as Jamaicans, they have to deal with. I think it just depends. I think if we decide to make our fight as a collective, I think it's an argument. But the reparations argument isn't just on America. Like
Right.
now we have to deal with the French. You know what I'm saying? Because especially when you go through different like even though we are black, part of what separates us our oppression is different. You know what I'm saying? The America when by the time you get here, the way that the way that they move is different. So establishing your own language wasn't like that shit was dead here. You know what I'm saying? Like that was like the first thing that they did was being able to communicate with each other.
Right.
Because and a lot of it had to do with the uprisings that happened in the island, and you know what I mean, and in the South America and stuff. So by the time they get here, they like, nah, the Spaniards fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it's tough because to me, the Spaniards' ideology might be the strongest. You know what I'm saying? Like overall, like because man, like I don't know, man. It's a tough one. But I think in the end, though, we all got different, uh, like different people who will owe us reparations.
Yeah,
But it's the same people in general.
Yeah, I wouldn't even. Yeah, you're right. Like, I wouldn't narrow it down to just a conversation of reparations, But like, me personally, like, I don't have a problem with living amongst immigrants or people that's not Black African American. It's just that when they get to talking, like we're lazy and y'all don't work as hard as us and this and that. That's when you're like, all right, I don't have time to really pick and choose who's the immigrant that doesn't feel that way, because it seems like there's a collective aura of you guys that think that Black, African Americans are lazy and we just want handouts. So I mean, that's where that stigma comes from on y'all, where we're like, oh, you gotta be careful because you know how them niggas actually feel about you. So but I don't know,
And in a lot of ways, it's because they come from they situate the environment is a little tougher. You know what I mean? Like and that's why I be like, we kind of, because we get the because we live in America, even the scraps here is better than what people is kind of getting in other places. And so they be looking like, nigga, you got it. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like, you know what I mean? The dog, you know what I mean? Like, they get to eat from the table, and the other dogs got to, you know what I mean? Watch this nigga just sit around and eat at the table. They food is in the bowl and shit. Water and splash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get
like, but you complaining too about being a dog, and niggas is looking like almost in a way we almost like how we have the house nigga field nigga conversation. To them, we almost like house niggas in a way.
Right.
And with, you know what I mean? Because it's like they don't be having AC in a lot of places. And they be looking at us like, you niggas sitting in AC on a regular. You know what I'm saying? Your lights always work. You know what I mean? You ain't got to worry about, you know what I mean, the lights going out. The lights yeah, the shit is, you know what I mean? So it's to be said. But I think what's unfortunate is that's the trap. You know what I'm saying? That's the trap part of it. Is because now it's like, and that's a part of also what keeps a divide. Because it's like, well, if we could get here and do this, what you niggas been sitting here doing the whole time? You know what I'm saying? I'm only second or third generation. We already got a business running. We got, you know what I'm saying? We selling socks, and it's like, yeah. But it depends because they don't really move to the south.
That's everybody's beef with me. That's everybody's beef with me because I say that what you just said. And I don't say it to be demeaning, but I'm like, damn, bro, like, we just came over here, and I look at my family. I'm like, damn, we just came over here, and we got this, and this. We created all these businesses, and y'all in all this luxury.
That is, I'm like, y'all luxury. Hold on.
I'm like, y'all in this luxury, and y'all ain't doing shit. But I say stuff like that. A lot of times, when you hear the whole immigrants think black Americans are lazy, that's a vocal minority that's saying that. That's not how we feel. Like, because collectively we all think that we're in the same struggle. The majority of us. And like I say, I've been here since I was 6 months old. But my talking points on the whole is just like, bro, at some point you got to stop using shit as an excuse and do something. And I only say that to the niggas that I see not doing anything. Like, if you on your grind doing your thing and you just can't make it, then hey, welcome to the club. But if you ain't doing nothing and you complain, all you doing is complaining. I ain't got this, but you ain't even lifting a finger. Then I'm gonna look at you like, dude, what's up? What you really doing? What's up? So that's why you look at me like that.
Like as for an immigrant, like when y'all moved there, where did y'all move?
I'm Florida all day.
Yeah, right. And see, I mean, you can say that's the South. I wouldn't.
They don't consider Florida. They don't consider Florida as the South.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I wouldn't consider. And see, it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like me being from San Diego, moving to when I got here, it was a culture shock. Like, I didn't know black people worked the jobs that they had. Like, when I first moved out, I mean, of course, calling the cab ain't a thing, but when I did see cab drivers, they were black. I was like, whoa. And I went into the hospital, the doctor is black. The lady that checked me in, black. The security was black. The lady that checked my blood pressure, you know what I mean? Like, and so that was a totally, as opposed to being in California or other places where it's like, it's either like Mexican or white or just something else. You know what I'm saying? Like a Chinese person or something like that. And so it is. And then even just seeing how many businesses is down here, like that are just black owned. And you don't. To me, here is where you really see where the attack is on black people economically, is because you see the ownership. And you see, like, all of the things that we talk about on the regular. We just need to own our homes and own more of this and that. But what you end up seeing, too, is how politics plays a role in how they, and how money or currency basically flows through your community.
Yeah,
and I think another trap, and the trap that they get us with is that, because outside, to me, the South is a perfect example of us cycling our money within the community doesn't help. Nobody's doing that. You know what I mean? Other communities cycle your money. You know what I mean? You come and spend, and then they cycle the money that you just brought, which is new money, into that community and cycle it. If they were cycling amongst each other, their money would never grow. It would just be the same. And so, like, that's where you see it here more so, where it's like, well, we spend with each other. What's the problem? Like, we doing this. What's the problem? But it's like, well, you got a freeway here now. You know what I mean? So this house that you bought 40 years ago and expected for your son to be able to take over and it be worth something, the property value went through the floor.
Right. I think, Trevor, you're disregarding all that when you get into your spill sometimes about how we got to the place we got to. You think we just woke up and wanted to do bad? Like, come on, brother. You can't be.
No,
of course you don't understand. Like, how could y'all do this? How could y'all be?
No, I don't ever come off that way. I don't think.
But I'm saying though, not. But you still have to think about how we got this place. Like Blue's going in on, how the housing, drugs. You know what I mean? Like, this is all an agenda set out to destroy the black man, separate him from the household. And by you saying, how are y'all just doing all that? That means you forgot history of what happened to us.
Well, but
from
you
slavery to now.
You just made a fantastic point where you said about separating the black man from the household.
Right.
I mean, that's my number one talking point, that we'd be much better off.
Say that. Yeah, you do.
We'd be much better off as a community if the black man was in the house.
Right.
Our kids would be better off.
Oh.
Our women would be protected. Our
community. Hold on, but here's the title. Better. So was the black man forced out, or did the black man leave?
Forced.
It was forced out. In the beginning. In the beginning.
We got a debate.
He was forced out in the beginning.
I think even in the beginning, he was. I think even in the beginning, he just made the decision to leave.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Well, Blue be over my head, bro. So I ain't gonna lie. No, I'm serious. Like Blue say some shit, and I'll be like, I don't get it. Then he'll go in. I'll be like, what the fuck? So like, he got some crazy angles.
I'm opinion on. I say the black man left from the beginning. The black man left the home. Not
It
that the
depends on
black
what
man
year.
was
If Blue,
forced out.
What year are we talking
yeah, I
about?
was about to say, if Blue tell me a year, I might be able to think I get what he's saying. If you
I
talking
think.
about
I mean,
before Jim Crow or after Jim Crow or yeah,
I
that's
think we could deal with it even before coming out of slavery.
okay.
We could go with it coming out of slavery. The black man left.
The black man left coming out of slavery. I
No,
don't think
yeah,
so. I don't
nah,
know. I don't know,
nah, I don't
bro.
know about
Like
that one.
I just don't know where he's going. He could. I like.
That's why I'm sticking to what we already got. Nah.
He's tricky, bro.
I
Bro, I'm
tell you,
telling
be
you.
coming up. I'll be
I'm like,
like, damn. I'll be
whoa.
like, damn, I got him. And then you come up with some shit, and I'm like, man.
Trust me, I
Damn.
know. Trust me, I know. I know of it. I know it.
I might say that for a playoff debate, but I'm gonna make sure what I do is I put together a presentation on that too. That way, ain't nobody
Oh
completely
yeah, I would love
clueless
to see
about what
that
I'm
though.
talking about.
I would love to. I want to see you debate somebody with that. I ain't gonna lie.
That sounds like a Yanga. That sounds like a Yanga debate all day.
Shit,
That
I
might
don't
be.
know. I would. I'll fuck around, Blue. I'll fuck around. I'll debate. I wish I would have debate that just to see like what you would say. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm
Yeah,
curious. You got my
yeah.
curiosity.
Yeah, that got a
So you
Yanga
end up
debate
needing a
all day.
third. I'll rock it in. I'll rock it in with whoever end up needing a third.
Yeah, like I don't know. You got me thinking. Like what the hell?
Damn, solar done fell off. Well, damn, fellas, I don't went over my 90-minute mark, man. I gotta go
Yeah, I gotta go
finish
too.
making
Oh yeah.
my ribs. See what happened though when you have a real conversation. Hopefully, y'all
Mm-hmm.
understand me a little bit more.
Got right.
Oh yeah.
Y'all gotta
Yeah, good
understand,
Yeah, I'm
man.
talk.
gonna agree with that.
I play a character, man. Y'all gotta understand that.
Yeah, great
Mr.
discussion,
No,
Mr.
man,
fellas.
ain't nothing wrong with cranking it up. I mean, to me, it's all info.
Dog is a character.
I done had my life written since I've been doing this 1,000 times. This is all. This is all info for me, bro. I don't take it that serious.
I'm damn
Right.
sure looking forward to that debate though, Blue, because
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. Now that I do take serious.
yeah, you and my crosshairs with that one.
I think we're gonna have something. I think we got a classic right there. I mean, it's a convo that needs to happen. But I think I like to have it with you. And, this is just me actually what I say before I get off. I'd rather have it with you. I think the conversation to be a little bit more responsible. Because even when what you wanted to say, you thought about it before you even, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Madon, that's my dude, but I can't have this conversation. I can't allow Madon. I can't give my boy a platform to do it. I can't be the one. So, but I think we can have it in a healthy way, bro, where the convo can continue after the debate. And, you know what I mean? Pedos and all of that ain't getting thrown around.
I try to keep it respectful, man. We don't, that's the last thing we need to do is be on here arguing over some shit like that. I mean,
yeah, definitely. Man. But yeah, man, I appreciate you having me on, God. I'll be back through, man.
All right, no doubt.
All right, peace.
All right, peace. Well, there you have it. Another great conversation. See, that's what I'm saying. I always say that if I say something that you didn't agree with or anything, let's just set up time to have a conversation about it, because maybe it could have been a misunderstanding, or maybe you did hear it right, but let me expound on it more, vice versa. But tremendous conversation. So I got my second debate, which will probably be my third debate, because I want to put one in the middle, kind of like an easier, because you hear a debate like that and you hear my talking points, but Blue is very y'all haven't watched Blue's debates, well, Solar took the debates down, so you can't really see them. But yeah, Blue take you all across the world. So I'm gonna have to come information after information after information. There ain't gonna be no conceding time in this one. But yeah, we're gonna get that in. What's better for the Black community, patriarchal or matriarchal society? And you know me, I'm taking the patriarchal society all day. So with that being said, it's time for me to get out of here, man. I've been running my mouth all weekend long. I had 2 shows today, had one yesterday. I had one Friday night. I need a break. But guess what? I'll be back tomorrow night for Dolphins free agency. So be sure to check in with that one. Excuse me. So for everybody who was on the panel, peace to everybody that was in the panel, peace to everyone in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Shout out to SVDL Debate League, Solar Vision Debate League. Peace to the Commissioner, Commissioner Angel, Commissioner Solar Mind. Just peace to everybody, all the debaters, Akasha for joining the panel. KOT was in the chat. KOT, hopefully, man, you could get some dialogue in. I may have to take a Bible debate as one of my 3, just something that's be a little more easier. But like I say, man, peace to everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm gonna get out of here. Always seek out the truth for yourself, because if not, you'll fall victim to other people's interpretations of them. And with that, good night.
But it's a must, you gon' respect this. Plus your nuts with touch of dust, you tryna check this. You ain't insane, I write your name down on my checklist. You think I'm playing, I leave you laying, I leave you breathless. I'm not a heathen, please believe I'm breathing for a reason. Until I'm bleeding, really feeling this world is so misleading. Sacrifice your life at night while facing certain sorrow. Your existence is at stake, you might not make tomorrow. Lost my heart when I was crossed, don't wanna make amends. Much too smart, my afterthought, don't wanna make no friends. If you're a fraud, then it's so hard to get a second chance. You could die in front of my eyes, won't get a second glance. As human beings, instead of being so many try to be. You ain't seen what I have seen in my society. So F the killers, F the dealers, F the police. Middle finger in the sky till I die, no peace. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl.
Always seek out the truth for yourself.